Hello everyone and welcome to Go Again, a fabulous cast. I'm Andrew here with you as always. So the hero I am most excited about from the next set is the Ranger. And we have not gone through the Ranger yet because basically what kind of happened is each of the heroes was basically getting their own week of spoiler season. The Ranger kind of had only like 3 or 4 or 5 days to begin with, and then actually some spoilers started dropping a little early for the Runeblade. So she kind of got overshadowed. And then with everything going on in the world right now with COVID and then the pre-release getting moved, or not pre-release, the release getting moved in, it just feels like she didn't get full attention. So that's definitely what I want to do today, spend some time talking about the Ranger. So we're going to be talking about rapid shot ranges. Baseline. All right, guys, it is here. So yes, again, they pulled in the actual release to match the pre-release weekend. So across the world, everyone's been cracking their packs, putting the stuff up on Facebook. We've seen the complete set, spoiled as it is, or not spoiled, but up on the Fab site as it is once they did that. Set looks really cool. I'm very excited to get my hands on it once that comes to be. So. But yeah, today, so let's talk about Azalea. So she's super cool, right? So the Ranger, as you would expect, right? It's all about bows. We were expecting to see the quiver, did not see the quiver. So she is a standard 440, right? Once per turn action, 0. Put a card from your arsenal on the bottom of your deck. If you do, put the top card of your deck face up into your arsenal. If it's an arrow card, it gains dominate until the end of the turn. Go again. That's pretty cool, right? And then, of course, we have her young version. In my opinion, I don't even think it's close. I think the art on the older hero version is way cooler, but the art on the young version is not too shabby either. All right, and then we have her weapon, the bow, the Death Dealer. Once per turn, 1 energy. If you have no cards in your arsenal, put an arrow card from your hand face up into your arsenal. If you do, draw a card and go again. That's not too shabby either, right? So obviously it's become very clear she's going to be playing cards from her arsenal. Mostly those arrows, right? Because that kind of triggers the interactions. We'll go through the arrows in a second. But this one, right, it just basically, I'm a little surprised this isn't a quiver or something like that. It would almost be more fitting, right? But the idea is the Death Dealer just lets you throw it in there so you're set up to attack. So this is very thematic. It's very cool. Okay. So let's go real quick into her big equipment. We'll go ahead and start with the Skullbone Cross Wrap, which is the legendary for her. Once per turn action, turn a face-down card in your arsenal face up. Opt 1, right? Remember, that's look at the top of your deck. Go again. This also has Arcane Barrier, which can help block the magic stuff, and Arcane Barrier 1. And does have Blade Break, although I'm thinking you're probably going to leave this sucker in, right, unless you have to. We also have the Bull's Eyes Bracers. Action, destroy the bracers. If you have no cards in your arsenal, you can put an arrow card from your hand face up into your arsenal. It gains +1 until end of turn, go again. This also has Arcane Barrier 1. Okay, so the bracers obviously have to destroy to get the effect, which is not dissimilar from most of the other hero type stuff that we've seen in the past. All right, so yeah, I do have to ask the question, where's the quiver, right? She should have a quiver to go with the bow, but that's okay. Maybe something for down the line. All right, so now let's go into her kind of her chase cards and her specializations, right? So the Majestics and the Supers, right? So red in the Ledger, this is her spec. If this hits a hero, they can't play or activate more than 1 action during their next turn. It's 1 for 5. It is an arrow attack. Interesting. Very interesting. Actually, not very interesting. It's very good, right? Next, Endless Arrow for 0. If it hits, puts it into your hand. That's 0 for 4. Defends for 3, but if it hits, put it into your hand. Some way we could give that go again. That's very cool. All right, now we have, I'm just showing up all the arrows. So there's a bunch of different arrow attacks. The one I do like here, I like the Ridge Rider shot. If it is put into your arsenal face up, opt 1, right? So if you're doing the thing where you're putting it in, as you would expect, it costs 0, right? So you throw it, you pay the 1, you throw it down, you get to opt, you hit for 4 for 0. That's pretty cool. I also like Sikkim Shot. Sikkim Shot's 1 for 4, but just straight up has go again. That's pretty useful utility. Right now, I do want to note that I think all of these are, none of these are supers. So these guys are all in the full sequence of cards. I'm showing the red version of all of these, right? But they, of course, get worse, but you get higher pitch value. I do want to say she looks like she has a relatively low cost curve. which is good, but I think it's kind of like a ninja type thing too, where you can try and stack up multiple stuff, so that has to be a low cost curve. But she's hitting okay, right? I mean, these red pitch versions are hitting for 4s and 5s. That's okay. So next we have Take Aim. This is just a straight up Ranger action. The next Ranger attack action card you play this turn gains +3, and then Reload, right? So this is a specific keyword to her that lets her throw something into your arsenal, and then go again. And do note that face down says if you have no cards in your arsenal, you may put a card from your hand face down into your arsenal. So Take Aim, again, right? It's not like the other ones where it's face up. This one is face down, which does matter for some of the other cards out there. All right, now we have Knock the Death Whistle. This is a super. It's a 0, but it is a spec, right? So search your deck for an arrow card, reveal it, and shuffle your deck and put it on top of your deck. And then it has Reload, right? So that, now do you remember Reload has to come from your hand, right? So you're not necessarily getting that one, but there are other things that let you play from top of deck and then go again, right? So this card's very, very useful. I don't think, well, I think it will be very challenging to play Azalea without a couple of these, but we'll have to see how things develop. Next, Rapid Fire for 0. This one's a super. Until end of turn, arrows you control can't go again. Okay, right, so here's the thing, right? We just keep dropping them in. You can play them. All of our arrows now gain go again. This card's amazing, right? This card's bonkers good. Yeah, that's basically it with her, right? There's just a lot of options. I mean, the combos, I think, let's go back up and look at let's just go look at, I'll throw up the arrows. But I think this really starts speaking, I think, to itself, right? I don't think all that hard to start to figuring out the lines of play, which is really good. I think that this is one of those like bipolar skill cap type things where like she's okay on the lower, but like the people who figure her out are gonna like really have figured her out. And if she's good enough, if she's going to be good enough and they can get them to work, I think she might end up being really strong. Just because, like, again, look at these arrows, right? So I realize that these are the red pitch, right? The 3 pitch. But 4s and 5s coming at you, right? I mean, that was the thing with Katsu, is he was hitting you for 2s and 3s, and then maybe he'd build up and hit you with a huge hit from the combo. But with these guys, if she can get the right thing in order, you're potentially looking at multiple 4s and 5s coming at you, and that's pretty scary to deal with. So I think that she's got a lot of potential, and I'm very excited to get her and play her. Unfortunately, I don't think she's going to be very good in draft. I just think she's going to be too combo intensive, kind of the same problem that Katsu suffered from in, maybe I shouldn't say draft, maybe you can set Katsu up in draft, but in sealed for sure, it's going to be really hard. So yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited to get her on the table and try her out. For those of you who do have the cards and have been running her, please let me know if you're having fun with her, if she's not working as expected, or how things are going for you. So if nothing else, I just want to thank you guys for continuing to stick through us through everything going on in the world, and go Commando.